Hi, Stuart Albertson with Albertson and Davidson. I want to talk to you about shifting the burden of proof in a trust or will contest regarding an undue influence claim. So what you do is you've made a claim against somebody for unduly influence your parent or your family member or friend to exclude you from their trust or will. And you've got to come up with evidence to prove that claim. And that would be the direct way to prove the claim of undue influence. Well, because most influencers don't go around writing down that they've taken advantage of an old person or a dependent person in getting their assets, sometimes that evidence is harder to find than at other times. And in cases like that, the burden shift comes in to help. How does the burden shift work? What California law says is if you can establish 3 baskets of facts for undue influence, you can then shift the burden from you, the person bringing the claim for undue influence, to the bad acting person, and now the bad acting person has to prove a negative, and that is that they did not unduly influence the elder or dependent adult to change the will or trust. What are those 3 baskets of facts? The first fact we look to is the confidential relationship between the decedent and the bad acting person. If there's a confidential relationship there of any type, whether it's a fiduciary relationship, a parent-child relationship, a family-friend relationship, anything that has a relationship where trust is involved, more than likely you're going to be able to meet the element of a confidential relationship. The next thing we look to is, did the bad acting person help the parent or elder change their will or trust? And there's many facts that come into this, but generally what you look at is, did the bad acting person drive the elder to a lawyer's office to create a new trust, will, or amendment or something like that? Did the bad acting person actually contact the attorney and set up the appointment? Did the bad acting person, were they involved with actually writing the will or trust themselves? So those are things we look to see if they were involved in the creation of any new documents. The third area we look to is this going to give the bad acting person an undue benefit? In other words, do they gain from their bad actions? If they were a 10% beneficiary in the trust before the new trust and will was created, and now they're getting 100%, that shows that they got an undue benefit. So if we show that a confidential relationship, that the bad acting person was involved in the creation of the new document, and that it's an undue benefit to the bad acting person, we now have shifted the burden of proof to the bad acting person, and they're going to have to prove in a court that they did not commit or exercise undue influence over the elder or dependent adult.